Welcome to Memory Scope. Subscribe for more historical photos. In 1982, the man who would later become Pope Leo XIV was born. His early years remain largely private, but this birth would mark the beginning of a life that would eventually ascend to the papacy. Nancy Wake, codenamed Helene, became the most decorated Allied service woman of World War II. In the 1940s, she parachuted into France to aid the resistance, earning the Gestapo nickname the White Mouse for her daring escapes. In the 1990s, my brother and his wife celebrated their wedding day. The photograph captures a moment of joy and commitment, marking the beginning of their life together and preserving a personal milestone for years to come. In 1982, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and friends gathered at the funeral of John Belushi. The photograph captures the somber moment as colleagues and companions mourn the loss of a comedian whose talent left a lasting mark. On this day in 1989, the Berlin Wall fell, ending decades of division between East and West Germany. Crowds celebrated the sudden opening, a historic moment that symbolized freedom, unity, and the imminent collapse of the Cold War. In 1988, a young Matthew McConaughey was photographed with his date. The image captures a glimpse of his early life before fame, offering a personal snapshot of the actor during his formative years in the late 1980s. In 1998, supercentenarian Sarah Knaus, aged 118, posed for a family photo. The image captures a remarkable life spanning more than a century, offering a rare glimpse of longevity and the enduring presence of one of the world's oldest people. In 1960, my dad enlisted in the United States Navy. This photograph, the earliest one I have of him, captures a young man at the start of his military journey, marking the beginning of a life of service. In 1964, Frank Sinatra was photographed at his home in Palm Springs. The image captures the legendary singer in a private moment, offering a glimpse of his life away from the stage and public spotlight. On November 10, 1945, Frederick C. Branch, the first African-American commissioned in the U.S. Marine Corps, had his second lieutenant's bars pinned on by his wife. The moment marked a historic milestone in military history and civil rights. In 1951, Nat King Cole posed for a photograph with a young fan, 7-year-old Gladys Knight. The image captures a moment of musical admiration and early inspiration, linking two future icons of American music history. In 1989, Kurt Cobain was photographed capturing the early days of the musician who would later become the frontman of Nirvana. The image offers a glimpse of Cobain before fame during the formative years of his life and career. In 1976, a group of hippies gathered embodying the countercultural spirit of the era. The photograph captures their style, camaraderie, and lifestyle, offering a glimpse into a movement that challenged conventions and celebrated freedom, peace, and individuality. In the 1950s, Jane Mansfield posed for a photograph with her mother, Vera Jeffries. The image captures a personal moment between mother and daughter, offering a glimpse into the private life of the actress before her rise to fame. In 1922, Lotta Cheek was crowned the winner of a New York City beauty contest. The photograph captures a moment of recognition and celebration, highlighting her achievement and the public fascination with pageantry in the early 1920s. In 1931, New York City photographer Louis Hine captured a steel worker appearing to touch the Chrysler Building's tip while laboring on the rising Empire State Building, creating an enduring image of human presence amid monumental urban construction. Around 1905 in New York City, a street scene unfolded after a snowstorm with the Flatiron Building rising in the background, capturing a quiet urban moment shaped by winter's aftermath in the early 20th century era. A 1910 photograph from St. Louisville, Ohio, shows workers changing street lamps, capturing a moment from an era when maintaining electric lighting required skill ladders and manual care, reflecting the everyday labor that kept early 20th century towns illuminated. Around 1897, in Waterford, Ireland, the Waterford Bicycle Club gathered, presenting a snapshot of local riders whose presence offered a brief but vivid record of community and activity during the late 19th century. In 1907, San Francisco witnessed the Cliff House Hotel burn once again, only 13 years after a previous fire in 1894, marking another dramatic loss along the city's rugged Pacific shoreline. This photograph captures a native woman and child on King Island, Alaska, recorded sometime between 1915 and 1925, offering a documented glimpse of their presence during this period and preserving a moment rooted in the island's history. In 1915, the cat serving as mascot aboard the HMS Queen Elizabeth was photographed walking along the barrel of a 15-inch gun, capturing a unique and charming moment aboard a Royal Navy battleship during the First World War. In October 1954, a worker at the De Beers diamond mine in Kimberley, South Africa, undergoes an X-ray at the end of his shift, documenting the mining practices and medical procedures employed during this period in the diamond industry. This photograph, taken by Beniamino Facchinelli in the 1880s, depicts the Great Sphinx of Giza, offering a historic view of the ancient monument and its enduring presence in Egypt's desert landscape during the late 19th century. In March 1945, American soldiers attended Mass amid the rubble of Cologne Cathedral, Germany, capturing a poignant moment of faith and resilience during the final months of World War II in the heart of a devastated city. In 1935, a soba noodles delivery man in Tokyo, Japan, was photographed by the Mainichi Shimbun, offering a glimpse into daily urban life and the routines of street commerce in pre-war Japan. This mugshot shows Martin Luther King Jr. following his 1963 arrest in Birmingham, Alabama, documenting a pivotal moment in the civil rights movement and reflecting his leadership in the struggle for racial justice and equality. In 1945, American and Soviet troops met on the Elbe River, marking a historic moment of Allied convergence in Germany and signaling the approaching end of World War II in Europe. This mummy portrait depicts a girl from Roman Egypt, dated AD 120-150, and is exhibited at the Liebig House in Frankfurt am Main, Germany, preserving the artistic and funerary traditions of the period. This colorized 1856 portrait depicts Color Sergeant William McGregor of the Scots Guard, a veteran of the Crimean War, honoring his service and preserving the image of a soldier from this mid-19th century conflict. This photograph by Lothar Wohle shows church council fathers with their secretaries leaving St. Peter's Basilica during the Second Vatican Council held from 1962 to 1965, capturing a defining moment in the modernization of the Catholic Church. In 1867, a family posed in front of their summer home on Lilla Essingen, Stockholm, Sweden, offering a glimpse into 19th century Swedish domestic life and the leisure practices of urban families during this period. In 1904, a dinner party at New York City's Hotel Astor brought together elegantly dressed guests, showcasing the city's high society, refined social customs, and the grandeur of early 20th century urban hospitality in a landmark venue of the era. In 1939, an evicted sharecropper family lived in a temporary camp in Butler County, Missouri, USA, illustrating the hardships faced by rural Americans during the Great Depression and the widespread displacement caused by economic instability. In 1975, President Gerald Ford was photographed doing push-ups in the White House, capturing a personal moment of fitness and offering a glimpse into the everyday life of the American president during the 1970s. In November 1943, Life magazine featured actress Veronica Lake with her hair caught in a drill press, demonstrating the potential dangers faced by women working in factories during World War II and highlighting industrial safety concerns of the era. The Chicago Federal Building, completed in 1905, stood as a prominent architectural landmark until its demolition in 1965, representing a key chapter in the city's early 20th century urban development and federal presence. On November 11, 1919, in London, England men observed a 2-minute silence at 11 o'clock to mark the first anniversary of the end of the Great War, removing their hats in solemn respect for those who had fallen. In the 1910s, a father and son were photographed playfully goofing off, capturing a candid moment of everyday family life. The image reflects the warmth, humor, and simple joys shared between parent and child in this era. In 1933, Charles de Gaulle was photographed with his daughter Anne, who had Down syndrome, in Brittany, France. The image offers a personal glimpse into the family life of the future French leader during the early 1930s. Around 1918, colorized photographs show soldiers of the 164th Depot Brigade forming a service flag at Fort Riley, Kansas, USA, symbolizing their commitment and unity during the World War I and reflecting military traditions of the period. Around 1910, a man was photographed wearing traditional costume in Dorgali, Sardinia, Italy, capturing the region's cultural heritage and the distinctive attire of Sardinian local traditions during the early 20th century. In the 1890s, teacher Tantier Huckabee taught at a palmetto-covered one-room school near Taylor Creek and Lake Okeechobee, Florida, illustrating rural education practices and the dedication of educators in late 19th century America. In 1922, moonshiners used cow shoes to disguise their footprints during Prohibition, illustrating the inventive methods employed to evade law enforcement and continue illegal alcohol production in 1920s America. In 1896, a newsgirl and newsboy were photographed on the streets of New York, USA, illustrating the vital role of children in the city's early newspaper distribution, while reflecting the working conditions and daily life of youth in the late 19th century. The waiting area of the Michigan Central Railroad Depot in Detroit is shown in two periods, 1965 and 2014, capturing the transformation of the historic station over nearly 5 decades and reflecting changes in urban infrastructure and design. In 1941, Venus, the bulldog mascot of the destroyer, HMS Van Sittert, accompanied the crew, embodying naval tradition and providing companionship aboard the Royal Navy ship during the Second World War. Around 1915, a Studebaker motor car was photographed in a San Francisco repair shop with a garage mechanic, illustrating early automotive maintenance practices and the growing presence of motor vehicles in American cities. In 1944, U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, and General Omar Bradley fired carbines during a tour of an army camp in England, capturing a rare moment of Allied leaders together in World War II. In 1914, German soldiers posed for a photograph colorized by Awam Whittle Bush colors a cow. During World War I, the average soldier stood around 168 centimeters, or 5 feet 6 inches, reflecting the typical stature of men serving in the German army at the time. Around 1864, Kubota Sentaro was photographed in armor, wielding a sword in Yokohama, Japan, capturing the martial tradition of the samurai and the military culture of late Edo period Japan. In 1932, an amphibious bicycle capable of carrying a 120-pound load was designed in Paris, France, showcasing innovative transportation concepts and the experimental engineering of early 20th century mobility solutions. In 1864, William Hutchings, aged 100, was photographed as a veteran of the American Revolution. The portrait, colorized by Lorenzo Folli, preserves a remarkable image of longevity and a direct link to the founding era of the United States. In 1900, the lecture auditorium at Rush Medical College in Chicago hosted medical students capturing early 20th century medical education and the training of future doctors in a prominent American institution. Los Angeles, California is shown in two periods, 1939 and 2021, illustrating the city's dramatic transformation over 8 decades and highlighting changes in architecture, urban development, and the growth of one of America's major metropolitan centers. In the 1890s, J.L. Bacon, an expressman for the American Express Company, is pictured sitting in his horse-drawn wagon outside the company's office at 116 North 8th Street. The unpaved street, wooden sidewalks, and nearby Western Union Telegraph office reflect urban life of the era. Around the 1890s, a borax team with ore wagons and a water tank was photographed, illustrating the transportation methods and industrial operations involved in mining and processing borax during the late 19th century. This letter, written by Mattie V. Oblinger to the Thomas family on May 19, 1873, provides a vivid glimpse into American pioneer life, revealing the isolation, labor resilience, and small joys that define daily existence on the frontier. This famous photograph shows Thomas Edison seated in a car and Henry Ford standing in a cowboy hat during an early 20th century summer camping trip. They were part of the Vagabonds, a group of friends including Edison Ford, Harvey Firestone, and John Burroughs. On October 20, 1907, W.J. Rowe Transfer operated in Nome, Alaska, illustrating the transportation and logistics services that supported commerce and daily life in the remote Alaskan frontier during the early 20th century. Around 1878, freight wagons traversed Ute Pass, Colorado, highlighting the vital role of overland transport in connecting remote mining towns and settlements during the late 19th century. In 1890, an ox team outfit caravaned through Ashcroft, illustrating the reliance on animal-powered transport for moving goods and people across rugged terrain in late 19th century frontier communities. Circa the 1910s, a Western Union telegraph and cable office, likely in the Midwest or northeastern U.S., is shown with two young bicycle messengers in uniform and a suited man at the entrance, reflecting early telecommunication and delivery practices. In 1939, a photograph captured a little girl kissing a lamb, portraying a tender and timeless moment of childhood innocence and the bond between humans and animals. A policewoman of the 1920s is depicted representing the early integration of women into law enforcement and reflecting changing social roles and professional opportunities for women in the United States during this era. In 1894, a lady was photographed picking water lilies, capturing a tranquil scene of leisure and reflection. The image highlights the leisurely pastimes of the late 19th century and offers a glimpse into the era's appreciation for nature. Edith Steiner, a Jewish Holocaust survivor, and John Mackay, the Scottish soldier who saved her, were married on July 17, 1946. Their enduring love will be celebrated this year, marking an incredible 78 years of marriage. No helmet, no elbow pads, no knee pads, and no fear. This daring moment captures the fearless spirit of early adventurers, athletes, or children pushing boundaries long before modern safety gear became standard. In the early 1900s, a family lived in London's slums, illustrating the harsh conditions, overcrowding, and daily struggles faced by working-class communities during the city's industrial era. In 1850, a portrait captured three sisters, Martha Elizabeth and Deli, preserving a moment of family life and the formal photographic traditions of mid-19th century society. In 1902, a young boy named Claude Clark was photographed sitting on a rocking horse, capturing a playful moment of childhood and reflecting early 20th century portraiture styles. In 1949, a father in Kentucky was photographed singing to his children, capturing an intimate moment of family life and the warmth of post-war American domesticity. This photograph, taken 163 years ago, captures a beautiful couple showcasing the fashion style and portrait traditions of the mid-19th century. It offers a rare glimpse into personal life and the elegance of individuals from that period. In 1910, a stylish woman was photographed walking her dog in Paris, capturing the elegance of early 20th century fashion and the leisurely urban lifestyle of the city during this vibrant cultural era. A shy young woman was photographed smiling for the camera 144 years ago, offering a rare and intimate glimpse into personal expression and portraiture from the late 19th century.